Hey, this is Kristen Shaw with Show and Tell for Airport Improvement Magazine. I'm here with Jim Dufon from Flash Parking. How are you, Jim?
Doing well. How about yourself?
Good, thank you. I'm so looking forward to hearing what you have to say today. We want to learn more about Flash Parking and what you're currently doing in the airport industry. So, first, give me an introduction to what you do for Flash Parking and what the company does.
Sure. I'm the Vice President of Sales for Flash. I work on our airport and healthcare verticals for the company. I've been with the company for about 9 years now, so it's been a really interesting experience on the growth of the company over the past 9 years.
Okay. Tell me more about what Flash specializes in and maybe what kinds of airports you work with.
Sure, absolutely. So Flash is a technology company, and we provide industry-leading parking revenue control and access control equipment and software, which consists of gated garage equipment, valet software, EV chargers. We saw that the existing parking equipment and companies out there were using data technology, so we actually built this product from the ground up about 10 years ago.
You mentioned EV chargers. That seems like that would be on the rise.
They actually are. Across the country, we're seeing a growth in EV chargers, but especially on the West Coast, we're seeing a high demand for EV charging. In fact, governments are requiring it in new facilities across the board that they need to install a certain percentage of EV charging in their structures.
What other kinds of trends are you seeing in the airport market, especially as it relates to parking?
Yeah, license plate recognition is a key for airports, and current technologies are improving the read rates. So that's very important to be able to read and convert the license plates into usable data. So that's a big one. Reservations, so you can buy your parking before you get to the airport, so you know you have a guaranteed spot. As well as loyalty programs. So I'm a frequent parker at airports because I travel a lot. I would love a loyalty program at the airport I travel out of because it's a reward, right?
Right, and everybody likes to collect rewards and see how that adds up over time. What do airports ask when it comes to parking? When they're taking a look at flash parking, what kind of things are they curious about? What do they want to know more about?
First and foremost, the equipment needs to work. It needs to be reliable. It needs to be easy to maintain. That's the first, right? The gates have to go up and they have to go down. Second of all, they really want to add some of that additional functionality I mentioned, such as loyalty programs and reservations and license plate recognition, because all those improve the parker's experience. So that's the second, sort of function that they're looking for. Third is they really are looking for data. They need to be able to see data in real time to be able to manage their facilities effectively.
Now, when it comes to data, you said that Flash develops its own software, correct?
Yes, we
And
do.
what kind of advantages does your software have over some of your competitors? Because parking is a competitive field.
It is. It is very competitive. So we offer a cloud solution. All of our equipment connects directly to the cloud through an Ethernet connection. So it's live all the time, and it's providing real time data. And that's fairly unique in the industry. A lot of them use on-site servers, which is data technology. So think about a Blockbusters versus Netflix. So that's really the difference between Flash and a lot of the legacy providers out there.
What kind of misconceptions are you seeing about airport parking out there?
Um, It's an interesting question. So one of the things we see out there a lot is the existing legacy equipment requires a lot of maintenance. So there's a lot of on-site technicians, which adds a lot of expense to a parking operation. We designed our system to be used non-proprietary parts, and it's also designed to be self-maintained or easily maintained by local staff. So it's a big difference that you're seeing out there because the legacy companies, they need to keep their service divisions up and operational. So they have equipment that requires a lot of maintenance. So the misperception that I see a lot is that airports believe that that is a requirement, is that, we definitely need on-site technicians to be able to service that equipment. They need to be able to, be embedded within the facility versus having local staff, especially if you have an operator or maintenance staff, to being able to do the work themselves.
That makes a lot of sense. Talk to me about a project that maybe that you're especially proud of or that you completed recently that was really interesting.
So we work with a lot of tier three and tier four airports because they are looking, costs are a concern for them. They're also remote, right? They're in Bozeman, Montana. They're in Minot, North Dakota. So, these remote areas that they can't get staff to from a support perspective. It's been really neat to see that they are able to be trained up for the local staff to be able to handle it and deal with it. Also, to see the equipment that's able to work in those type of environments has been neat to see because there's surface slots out there in 40-degree, negative 40-degree weather. So it's been interesting to see how that works through the winter.
Yeah, parking and airports are so important working together, and it's big business.
People don't realize it. I mean, I know the ones that the parking direct or the airport directors, they do. They know that it represents a significant amount of their revenue. I was just talking with a large airport that, I mean, it's hundreds of millions of dollars a year in parking revenue.
Wow. Wow, that really contributes to the airport's bottom line and then enables them to make improvements later on.
It's definitely one of the top three revenue drivers in an airport.
Well, thank you so much for talking with me today, Jim. Check out Flash Parking at their website, which is
Flashparking.com.
perfect. Thank you so much, Jim.
Great. Thank you.